Alright, Zai here showing you a video of my video. I would like to thank Firekype and 11 people for thumbs upping him. There's a program called SC2Gears, it's amazing, replays, blah blah blah. I read all the comments, but having a thumbs up tells me that other people agree with him. So I decided to get SC2Gears on my lunch break, and in like half an hour I just found out lots of cool shit. I've complained about certain things, not complained, but talked about certain things on my stream before. Stream? No, on my cast. So I figured I'd throw some real quick stats at you before I give you an actual game here. So yeah, SC2Gears, and this is my SC2Gears promo too. You can do like everything. Whoever created this program, I'm sorry you don't get an actual shout out. You are like the coolest person alive. I hope that's good enough for you. So SC2Gears, you can see even what words you use. This is the least important part of it, but it's what I'm showing first. You can see that well, you know what, let's start back. So you can do a replay search. I don't know how it does the search, but for me it got all my 1.4 patch games, and then I just whittled it down so I only have 1v1. I only did auto matchmaking type. You see 123 rows. I think I've played like 126 games or something. I haven't logged on yet today, but whatever, close enough, or maybe right on. Maybe I didn't remember how many games I played right. So it tells you, who I played, what the matchup was, length, APM of each of us. Lots of cool stuff. None of that is terribly useful. I mean, it's a lot to go through right away. But you just go to multi-replay analysis, and this is where you get all the cool stuff. I'm in chat words right now. I said GG in 61 times and 51 of my replays. So only 41% of my replays do I GG. That's pretty bad manner. I'll try and get better at that. Let's go to one of my favorite words. Fuck, fucking get, and fucking. I've said 11, 1, and 14 times in 8% and 10% of my replays. Couple replays, I said them each twice. You see I said 11 times 10 replays, 14 times 13 replays. I'm impressed by that. That's only 18% of my replays, 19 probably if we round up, where I drop the F-bomb on people. I'm proud of that. 1 in 5 games for being supremely BM. That's cool. I have not said the word Idra yet. I will have to fix that. I feel like I should really use the word Idra more. And my most used word is I. I'm using, well, my most used occurrence-wise, replay-wise, it's GG. Build orders, haven't really looked at this much yet. Pylon Gateway Assimilator, Pylon Cybercore Assimilator. I don't win very often when I do that, probably because that's Protoss vs Terran. Where's my Forge first? I haven't actually looked at this one yet. Pylon Forge 2-0, Pylon Forge 2-0. Double Pylon Gateway? What? That's my drunk build, I guess. Pylon Forge 0-2 there. That's kind of silly. And players. It shows all the guys you've played, how many times you've played them, how many replays they've been, and all that good stuff. My average APM, let's check this out. 122. I've played about 110 different players, and so you see I'm down towards the bottom in APM. However, my average adjusted, or whatever that is, a little bit better. I'm up here about halfway through, so that's kind of good. And my redundancy is actually pretty solid. 23% redundancy. Nothing like, FG, who's sporting 168 APM with only 18% redundancy. But yeah, that's kind of cool stuff. There's my record, my win-loss. Has anyone gone 2-0 against me? Excuses, you dirty son of a bitch. Terran. Next time I play that guy, I need revenge, because he's the only buddy who's 2-0'd me. Dangles, Smoothie, and RR Jawar are the only ones I have 2-0'd. And then I got a couple 1-1s with Eminem and Snow. Moving on to, Zai. You can double click a player, and this is what you guys really want to see. That is the worst chart ever. You don't want to see that. Activity, been playing, wait, what? 8, is this really how many games I played that? No, that can't be it. I don't know what the fuck that is. Somebody's going to just be like, oh, you're an idiot. My playmates, that sounds a little bit dirty. Who have I spent the most time with? Em and Mill. You're my, what? My longest game this season is 28 minutes. Wow, that's kind of lame. Whatever. Game types. Auto MM, I obviously sorted by that. Game formats. So yeah, as you can see, I think I already said something like this, but this is just showing you how to work SC2Gears while you get to see it with all my cool stats. This is what you want to see, my match breakdown. You can see your race, any race you are versus P, any race when you're P against any race, and so on. Most players are going to have a way smaller match breakdown. I only have this many because I'm random. Most players will only have 5. They would have star versus... Wait. No, they'd have 7? I don't fucking know if it actually shows us if you only choose one race. But you'll have your race versus everything, and then against each race. So I guess you only really need 4. I don't know if they duplicate or what. Me being random kind of throws that off, if you even are following what I'm saying right now. So you can see my APM is way higher in all Zerg scenarios, and my redundancy is actually slightly lower, so it's not like I'm just spamming SD over and over. And my APM with Protoss and Terran quite a bit lower. Terran, it's just because I'm bad. Protoss, it's because I can just A-move in the force field and win. Now, win-loss record and win percent. This is what you guys want to see. Win percent. Protoss vs. Zerg is apparently my best matchup. Now, because I have 9 different matchups, I haven't played any of them a ton, only 18 games on this one. But I am 13-5 in those 18 games. So that's pretty damn good. And then my single race, I gotta ignore these little stars. Zerg vs. Terran is my next. I win 61%. Zerg vs. Protoss 58, and Zerg vs. Zerg 57. So low sample sizes, but I do have a 57% or better win percentage with all Zerg matchups. Terran vs. Protoss, I'm up to 58%. I don't know why I can do that Terran matchup, because the other Terran matchups, I am 36% and 30%. And my worst is somehow Protoss vs. Terran. I apparently need to learn a Protoss vs. Terran strategy. Excuse me. So somebody throw some openers at me. Because this is bad, especially when you see my toss on toss I'm only 8 and 9, but my toss on Zerg I'm 13 and 5. So my toss isn't bad. It's just I can't play against Terran. Luckily, I've only had this matchup 9 times, and my best matchup I've had 18 times. Kinda convenient. And then we can go sort by replays. Is that what I wanted? Yeah. My Zerg win percent is 59 overall, which is pretty damn solid. My Protoss win percent is 52, and my Terran win percent is 42. Terran, yeah, I've only played Terran 33 times compared to 44 for the others, so that's a pretty big discrepancy for being a random. And I've only played against Terran 32 times compared to 43 and 46. So not a lot of Terran showing up for me, which is good for me. Well, I don't mind playing against them, unless I'm Protoss or Terran. So nope, that's good for me. Don't like playing Terran. Total time in games, average game length. Here's what's crazy. PvP, 9 minutes. My Terran vs. Protoss, 11. And my Protoss vs. Zerg, 11. My Zerg vs. Zergs last longer than my Protoss vs. Zerg. I don't know how many... Well, not many people play random, but I don't know how common that is. I guess it's because I don't like doing like one base Baneling Ling all-ins or anything, Zerg vs. Zerg. Couldn't tell you. And once again, you can see cool build order. Where am I at? Maps. My best map matchup. And once again, if you're a non-random player, this is a lot cooler for you, because each map I have 3 different races, so it cuts my map matchups by 3. So, instead of having 6 replays here, you might have 18 if Zerg was your only race. Regardless, my Zerg versus anything, undefeated on Antigua, 6-0. My best map, my best matchup. And then my Zerg versus anything on Nerazim Crypt, 3-0. So that's pretty good. Down here you see my Protoss on Shakura, so you can tell I'm a macro Protoss player because 7-1. I love that Forge Fast Expand on the bigger map. And for whatever reason, I just beat Zerg on Antigua, which is kind of interesting. My Zerg is 6-0 on Antigua, and I'm 6-1 against Zerg on that map. So I don't know if, and only 2 of my wins are Zerg versus Zerg. So even non-Zerg versus Zerg, I'm 4-1. So I don't know if I just played that map well, or small sample size variance is going to join in, or what. Because you'd think it's a Zerg favorite map, and then I still slaughter Zergs on it. And what you all want to see, my worst matchup. Protoss on Nerazim Crypt and Terran on Shakuras, because Shakuras is too big for my Terran all-ins. I can admit I all-in a lot with Terran because I am terrible with them. I know I can't get better without actually learning to play them, but fuck you. And I have spent the most, yeah. I haven't figured out if I can just sort by map regardless of race type yet, but because of all the different races, it doesn't really help that much. Game lengths, don't really care. That's kind of cool. Yeah, not a ton of huge macro games. Most of my games end in that 2-3 base range, with a few. Yeah, a lot of my Protoss games end pretty quick. I don't know if that's. Can you get DT in 10 minutes? I don't really know why it would be my Protoss games ending so soon. Terran, I know, it's because I all in. Huh. And then haven't actually played a. I've played one Protoss game 25 to 30. Haven't actually played any 20 to 25. So yeah, no super long Protoss games. I guess it's because I'm a fan of the 3-base Death Ball. Couldn't tell ya. Days, don't really care. Don't play a lot on Thursday because I bowl. Don't play a lot on Friday because I'm tired as shit. Saturday, I must actually have a life. Go me. And then Sunday, nah, just StarCraft and football. Hours, maps, build orders. Oh my. See, this is another one. I've said this like 18 times or something. But if you play the same race, you'll have more set openings, and this will be a lot higher. Hatchery, spawning pool, spine crawler extractor. Wow, I was definitely getting pressured there if I got 3 spines. But I won against a Terran, so he was probably trying some kind of Hellion cheese or something. I don't know. Terran, yeah. So, you know, one race you'd have 3 times as many, and you can actually see how your openings work. This standard toss opening, terrible for me. Pylon Gateway Simulator, Pylon Cyber Simulator. 2 and 8. 1 and 7. Protoss versus Protoss. Well, that'll teach me to quit doing 2 Assimilator opening and toss on toss. Shit. Terrible. That's kind of cool. And I don't think this is actually 100 games, is it? I don't know, maybe it is. So yeah, and then what is this? Pylon Gateway Simulator, Pylon Cyber, Pylon. Wow, my non-forged first Protoss is really bad. 3 and 11. Okay, I think I've showed you about all I can. I'm sure there's way more to do on this thing. I have not actually checked. I, like I said, was on half an hour at lunch, and then I was so giddy about it when I got home, I came to do this cast. So one more time, thank you for whoever made SC2Gears. Does it say somewhere? I don't know. And all I did was I hit replay search and like I double clicked or something, and it just brought all this stuff in for me. I don't really know how it does it. I'm sure you can choose different ways to bring it in, but yeah, it did it. I'm gonna go play some StarCraft 2 now and hopefully improve my chart.